Hello Delhi and welcome. Thanks for being a part of this session. So as it was rightly described, this session is about measurement, it's about data, it is about insights. Now can I request a quick video to be played? So I know there was a lot discussed about Gen Alphas and millennials. Millennials in the room and cricket lovers would know who's batting over here, right? Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, are we all aware of these two prolific openers that India has had? Now, why am I showing this video over here today is to point out a correlation in the game of cricket and how data was interpreted in the year 2019 when this game was being played versus New Zealand. Now, what data suggested was Shikhar Dhawan as a batsman was prolific. He attacked the opposition right from the word go, which allowed Rohit Sharma to settle down and calm his nerves, because we all know if Rohit Sharma settles down, he plays a big knock. Shikhar Dhawan alone as a silo, his performance was not good enough to be a part of that team. However, the impact that Shikhar Dhawan brought into the team was amazing, because data suggested that as many times Shikhar Dhawan opens with Rohit Sharma's average moves up from 38 to 55, which as an opener is considered to be a great start in one-day internationals. Also, Shikhar Dhawan was a batsman who was averaging a mediocre 44, but with a strike rate of 91, which means he was attacking the opposition. The third data point and the most important data point was the fact that Rohit Sharma being a right-hander and Shikhar Dhawan being a left-hander, it just used to tease the opposition. They got confused. The bowling was all over the place. Back then, the coach, Ravi Shastri, used these data points to ensure that Shikhar Dhawan is a part of the team, although the data suggested, is that the best opener that we have? So what I'm trying to bring you together before I start my presentation is the importance of data today. Now, we all are aware that measurement and data in the digital ecosystem today is of prime importance. But there are two pillars that we really have to look at when we are talking about measurement, insights, and data. The first one is what exactly to measure and why. Now, we are all aware that the digital ecosystem gives us enough opportunities to make sure that we have a lot of analytical data in place, campaign measurement, campaign effectiveness, brand lift, brand impact, all those are vanity metrics. But what do you really need to measure is something that all of you marketeers over here, both B2B and B2C, need to be cognizant of. Now, when I say vanity versus value, vanity earlier used to be about what kind of reach did my campaign get, how many impressions were delivered, what was my click-through rate, how does it impact your business? Not that much, right? We have moved from the measurement of vanity to the measurement of value. And by value, what I mean is, what kind of pipeline has my campaign created? What kind of leads, how many conversions, what kind of sales or revenue generation has my campaign on any digital platform delivered? So these days, that has been the data of prime importance for marketeers like yourselves. Now, how do you assess the right data is another ball game. Now, there are many tools in the market which talks about data integration, which talks about data analytics, but you need to know, or you need to be aware of which data point is valuable to your brand for the value metrics, and the value metrics being revenue generated, pipeline created, and conversions taking place. What I'll cover in the next 7 minutes that I have is how at LinkedIn we are transforming the B2B ecosystem, as well as how you as a marketer, B2B or B2C, can really take advantage of this, right? And before that, I would want to focus on a survey that was done where it showcases that 78% of marketeers like yourselves make sure that their prime KPIs involve around ROI, which is return on investment, as well as ROAS, which is return on ad spend. There is tremendous pressure on marketeers, trust me. the founders, the CEOs, the VCs, everyone is putting a lot of pressure on marketeers to ensure that any dollar spent on any digital platform, what is the incremental value in terms of revenue that has been generated in that particular organization. Now the buyer group has completely evolved. In the last panel, there was a lot of discussion around millennials, Gen Zs, Gen Alphas, etc. So has the user behavior changed. Now, you as marketeers cannot really operate in a world where you keep the user behavior of millennials like myself in mind when you are actually reaching out to them. Because what data suggests is that B2B buyers are now millennials and Gen Zs, and they are consuming a format which is known as video. Show of hands, how many of you have probably been active yourselves posting your video on any digital platform? It could be Instagram, it could be Meta, it could be LinkedIn. Anyone in the last, say, 1 month has posted anything on any platform, any social media platform? Okay, I have a few hands. But look, that's where thank you, that's where the ecosystem is headed. You need to be present in front of your audience, not only on behalf of your brand, but what do you mean to your organization as well as leaders and marketeers, right? Because there is a lot of emphasis and a lot of focus that's given to influences today of brands to trust. And I'll tell you how. 3x more likely to choose the vendor that's recommended by peers, for example. Now, if you are a B2B marketer, before taking a call or before taking a decision on your vendor, you will be consulting your peers from similar companies, you will be talking to your colleagues, you will be taking recommendations, you will be taking feedback. Therefore, it is important to ensure that you are on top of mind of those, because influencer set means a lot when there is a purchase decision that is happening for a B2B buy. Also, 87% of B2B buyers prefer credible content coming from influencers like yourselves. Therefore, I asked a question as to how much time do you invest on pushing videos? Now, pushing videos can be of two forms. One is your personal branding. You are pushing a video of probably speaking in an event, like how I might just do after this, or you might be actually pushing video to talk about your brand that you represent. So you have to create a very healthy balance of your personal brand versus your professional brand. And when those two come together, you emerge as a top voice on social media. I'm not speaking about LinkedIn specifically, but on any social media presence. So my only urge and my only request is that there is a lot of conversation, lot of engagement, lot of energy is being spent by millennials, Gen Zs today on the video format. So if you have not started already, make sure today is the start. Now coming back to B2B buyers, now there are almost 2/3 of the B2B buyers still feel that marketing, measurement and reporting is a priority for them in their organization. And I would like to correlate that to the video that was played. Now, if Ravi Shastri did not really understand that data of the importance of Shikhar Dhawan in the site, maybe we would have brought in an opener who might have been making more runs on board, on ground, but not as effective to the team. So, you need to measure what you can actually improve in a way that it affects the entire brand of your organization and not only silos as yourselves, right? So you have to look at the bigger picture. I'll come to LinkedIn now. A quick 3 minutes on the timer for me. How is it that we are actually transforming B2B? Now, you all know that LinkedIn, I'm assuming everyone has a LinkedIn account. Anyone who does not, don't be shy, raise your hands. I might just want to meet you and make you create your account today. But if you're not present, please log in. Please ensure that you are active on the platform, because the power of LinkedIn comes from its targeting. And it's all first party data. And by that, I mean, it is the data that has been fed by yourselves as a user. If I'm saying that I am a part of X company having a Y function in that organization for a number of years, it's all first party data and it is not info data at all. So the authenticity of the data that comes in is of prime importance. And secondly, there are new measures to find value, which I'll showcase quickly in the next couple of slides. in terms of measurement. Earlier, what used to happen was LinkedIn Marketing Solutions, we were a very, very contemporary kind of advertising platform where it was just about the vanity metrics that I mentioned at the start. How much reach has happened, what kind of impressions, how many clicks, what's your CTR, what's your engagement rate, period. That was the dashboard that we used to kind of give away to advertisers. Now, we are going one step deeper. We understand the importance of measuring value for our customers and advertisers. Therefore, we have very sophisticated partners with us, like the ones mentioned on this slide, who are ensuring that we get better with the data, the analytics, and the measurement part. So today, if you were to ask me or ask our team as to, I've spent $100,000 on this campaign, what's the reporting structure like? Earlier, it would have been the unique reach received, number of people who have clicked, what are the kind of profiles that's engaged, that's it. Now, we can go 1 level, 2 level, 3 level deeper and showcase that, look, your $100,000 has yielded X thousand or $1 million of pipeline and has generated X $1 million of sale. Which means that advertisers today have the power of measuring the impact much, much way better than they earlier used to have, because their hands were tied, because we were not giving the data out. But with partners like you see on this slide, we are ensuring that everything is tied together as a narrative. To end my session, there are 3 features or 3 blocks that I just spoke about, starting with the data that you can count on. Reliability of the data is of key importance. Like I said, first-party data is something that we take pride on. The second is future-proofing connections by a friendly, measurement-driven solution like APIs. So now we have conversions API in place, which means that a conversion that happens even on your store at a retail outlet can be tied back to the digital spend that you have done on the platform. Earlier, not possible. Right now, definitely yes. And the last and not the least, of course, is the AI that we have on our platform. I know there was a discussion around AI as well. So now it's very easy to actually generate campaigns on LinkedIn and go live. So all in all, what I would like to cover at the last is that we are taking measurement, the value of measurement, extremely seriously. If you have not started that journey in your respective organizations and in your respective social media presence across platform, look, hey, this last 10 minutes is not just about LinkedIn, it's about the measurement value across all digital platforms. I'm here for the next half an hour. If there's anything that you would want to discuss, I would be very happy to have a quick chat. But thank you for your attention. Happy to take questions afterwards. And thanks for giving me this opportunity to present in front of you. Thank you.